Welcome back to Middlefield Custom Sawmill. Today there's not going to be a lot of sawing because we're building my kiln. Me and Robert are putting that together today. So things are kind of in disarray here. I had a pile of lumber, looks like it fell over last night. Well, anyway, that's what we're doing today. I got to saw the floorboards. He's going to be putting the floor joists on. So this building is going to be on stilts basically. It's 6 poles in the ground, a frame, and a floor on top of that. And we're going to start with that. I hope to get that done in the next day or two. And then from there we'll do walls and the top and all the other stuff. But we're getting it started today. So.
That'll solve your problem.
Oh, there's cement in the holes. I'm glad you're doing that.
Oh, there's that. You gotta tilt it that way. I hope you guys are seeing who's doing all the work.
Here, show them.
Show them what?
Show them who's doing all the work.
Oh.
I don't want to get down now. Yeah.
All right.
That's the base. One there, one over there, and then we got 3 posts here. We still have to set. So we got the cross members on there, the bottom supports. And then we're putting the floor joists on now. So I've been struggling to find wood that's long enough for this, because most of mine wasn't 14 foot, but that's what we got. So we're doing, those are just going to be 2-piece floor joists. I'll just sister them up. And it's all different kinds of wood. We got pine, we have maple, we have ash over there. I'm not even sure what that is. There's an oak in here somewhere. So they're probably all going to expand at different rates, but it'll work. That's where we are so far. Well, that was a bit of a fight, but you can see that log takes up the whole mill. That is a big, what I think is a oak log. "31" Down here at this end, there's quite a taper to it. It's 23 inches here. All right, so this is a pretty big oak. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to try and saw floorboards for my kiln. Yeah, I know they're going to be wet. I don't care. We have foam that's going under them. They just have to hold the wood up, so it'll be fine. Okay, so I don't know if you can see here real good, but I got the log about 2 inches up. It's on my toe board, just barely. So it's nice and level now, all the way down. The pith is leveled at 12 inches. And me and Robert are going to start sawing. So I'm here today with Robert. Hey, Robert.
How you doing?
He's helping me build the kiln building, and we're sawing some floorboards out of this big oak.
And I'm single, ladies, so just so you know.
What we're going to do is we're going to cut down through this, try and get a 12-inch wide cant, and then cut 1.1 thick boards out of it. So each cut across here is going to be 1.1 too. So we'll see how it goes. So much easier than holding a can up. I don't know who invented these, but good job. You can see where I stopped when I ran out of gas. It's got a very fruity smell. I can't explain it, but it smells so good. So there's the log so far. That is a big log. Look at where the log dogs are and the height of that log. That's huge. So I threw a little water on it so you could really see the wood. It's a shame to waste it on the floor for a kiln, but this is the oak I got, so this is what I'm using it for. I didn't throw water on this end because it's still at the edge. So Robert's over here doing the floor joists, with just whatever scraps of wood I could find to do these with. There's some ash. There's some pine, there's some maple. Do you need the clamp? Oh, you cut those to make them fit. That was a good idea.
Yeah, just a little bit, just enough to
They had bowed.
get them down.
Let me show them here. These had kind of a crown to them. So, that works. That one was straight. These two had a bow. Thick and thin sawmill company.
Alright. Gotta bring the big guys out.
Steve, your hickory stack fell over. I'm gonna have to restack it if you don't come pick it up. That's pretty wood. That is some light and dark hickory. We're gonna take one more cut and make that a little bit less wane on this thing, and then we'll have to roll it again. All right, time to roll it over. Oh my gosh, how can you guys even see? 2 cuts and the sawdust is full. This one's not so great. This is perfect. All right, I'm gonna flip this up, take the top off, then I gotta take a couple of cuts off the bottom to bring it to 12 inches wide. This is still way too heavy to pick up. I mean, I could not flip this by hand if I wanted to. It is way too big. That right now is 14 by 20. So right now it's 15 inches this way. I think I'm going to cut the boards 15 inches wide. Well, we broke a belt. Not sure which one yet. Here's the belt that I broke. It almost looks like it was cut. This side's fine. The blade came off. This belt's on. The drive belt is there. Must have been a belt goes around this wheel. Yeah, as you can see, there's no belt on that wheel. Fortunately, I have a bunch of spares, but it looks like this blade is finished. Unfortunately. Oh, the blade broke. That's what happened. We broke a blade. Guess I was pushing too hard. All right, I'll get a new belt for there, a new blade, and we'll be back in sawing in a few. So, I'm pretty sure that what happened here was that I was cutting along and the blade broke. And when the blade broke, it must have jammed in here as the wheel is spinning and cut the other belt. So that's why the belt broke, because that belt was in good shape still. All right, so Robert's out here working on this. What are you setting up there, Robert?
Putting in these cleats 2 inches below these joists, so when I put the 2-inch foam in between here,
there's the foam.
It's not going to slide down any further.
This is that same foam that you put under concrete. It's 2 inches thick. So he's putting these in so the foam, it'll sit down right on top of that. Those are stickers he's using, my stickers. That's why.
Worked great.
Yeah, that's why you always see me cutting stickers out of the edges of boards, because you use them everywhere. So the boards that I have to edge, I'm putting on the back side, and then the ones with flat, I'll put on the front. I can take them over to Robert. What we're going to do is we'll probably shiplap them to do the floor because they're going to shrink, and that'll keep any gaps from opening up. We'll see. I don't know. Oh man, these are heavy. Woo. That is 15 inches right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah. There is a couple of knots, just little ones. That's almost quarter sawn there. There's another little knot. And as you can see, it's 15 inches across the top. It's about 15 inches tall right now too, so a lot more boards coming off that. Beautiful oak boards. Yeah. The tire's in my way. Is that Skinner song? Oak tree, you're in my way. The smell of white oak. Those are heavy. You can see that all the way down. There's your medullary rays, you can see real good. some pretty wood. It's weird.
Why is it
It's
cracked?
dark medullary rays. That's the pith in the middle. It's dark medullary rays there, and then light ones over here. It's not even cutting straight. This is so crooked.
Do you know what you're doing?
No idea.
Have you ever used the skill saw before?
First day.
It looks like it. Pound it on in. It'll go.
Yeah, except right here, where I had a little trouble with the saw.
We're gonna have problems though because, like I said, it's thick and thin. That fit in there really nice. But you're supposed to notch it out right there. But you can just cut that over straight too. You just cut that straight or, yeah.
Okay, so we're quitting for the day. We sawed up that big oak log. And okay, we got these in. We got those little pieces in there to hold the foam up. We cut the foam for one bay so far. But that big oak log, that was a lot to saw. That's all right there. Not so easy, huh? Smells bad too.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me.
But you gotta throw it away.
Gotta cut this off yet. Well, that's because you cut it instead of me.
Yeah, okay. Alright. You're gonna cut it from now on.
So today, we're putting the foam on, we're putting the flooring on, we have rain coming, so we need to get it done before the rain gets here. That's what's going on here today.
Yeah, I brought my little saw. Because it's probably going to be tight on that end too.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
There's a half-inch gap. Oh, yeah. All right, it's hitting. I buy a lot of stuff overseas.
A trader. You're a trader.
So here's what we're doing. We put foam in first. You can see all the foam, and then we're shiplapping the boards. You can see there they overlap. And that should take care of shrinkage. If we get gaps or something, we won't get a lot of air coming through. And after we get them in, we'll cut the edges. So these boards we're using, these are 14-inch wide oak, 1 1/8 thick, and we're putting 3 screws going across. So they will shrink. It was fresh cut, but the screws will hold it, and I don't really care if it splits a little bit, it's fine. I'm going to put rails on top to slide the wood back and forth. This is going to take a long time. There's a lot of screws. That's looking pretty good so far. Halfway there, a little more. So, at some point the battery died. I don't know when, but we got it on. The whole floor is on. This board was a little cruddy at the end, but there you go. Robert's got a nice pile of firewood here to take home. Here it is from the other side. You know what's really nice? You know what's really good about this? It's 14 foot long, which means that 12-foot log will fit in here. So, we got the whole platform done. Right there. And just in time, because the rain is about to move in 3 hours before they said it would. And you can see here, Robert routed, I don't know if you can see that one, you can see this one. So we're shiplapped. Robert, when you were routing those, you said it was easier to route wet oak instead of dry oak?
Yes, because it did not splinter out. When you do dry oak, you got to be careful, especially when you're using the full depth of your router, about it splintering out. So what I do when I do the dry oak is I go opposite way. You got to be careful so the router don't fly away from your stuff, but it'll give a lot smoother route than when you're going the way you should be going. These boards here, being they were wet, I could go the way they should be going full length, and not one of them splintered out. So.
And they look good. I mean, you know, you can see that seam there, but like this seam, you can't see at all hardly.
And the screws and stuff went in a lot easier too, because on the ends, you put screws in on dry oak, on the ends you got to pre-drill them or they're going to split. Being the oak is wet, you can put the screws on the end, you don't have to worry about the oak splitting.
So this whole floor right here is 8 foot by 14 foot. And then we have 7 boards. 2 of them are 8-inch boards and the others are 15-inch wide boards. And that was all one log. A single log did all that. Plus I got some drops. That's what's on the bottom there. So that was a lot of wood for one log. You can see the construction here. We have a post coming out of the ground. We have a beam running across. Then the floor joist, then 1 1/8" thick oak. You got one down there. And looking this way, there's another one right there. So that's a good solid floor for a kiln. A little high. I'm gonna have to put dirt out here, but I don't know, that worked. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. It's about to pour down rain on us, so we're gonna get going here. You'll see the rest of the build in another video. Robert, say goodbye.
See you later, guys.
Yeah.
Till next time.